Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me for our virtual open day. I look forward to giving you details about the Access to HE courses and to answer any questions that you may have. Firstly, before we start, I'm being assisted by the marketing department, who will be manning our chat channel today. If you have any general questions, you can ask them throughout the presentation. Just type them in the chat box, which is the speech bubble in the middle at the bottom of your screen, and they will reply. I will be taking specific questions at the end and have a team of my Access colleagues here as well to help me answer them. If we're not able to answer a question today, we will definitely get back to you soon with an answer. We plan to run for about half an hour for the presentation, with 15 minutes for questions at the end. So we should be finished in 45 minutes. During the presentation itself, we will mute your microphones, as this prevents feedback and makes the sound quality better. I hope you can all hear me okay and see my presentation on the screen. Please let us know on the chat if you're having any problems and we will try to sort this out. So, welcome again. My name is Leslie Classic and I'm one of the team of tutors responsible for delivering the Access programme. So, we are the Windsor Forest Colleges Group, formed by a merger in 2017. We have campuses in Langley, Windsor and at Strode in Egham. Each one has a distinct character, but all three together means that we have greater access to shared resources and expertise, which can only benefit you, the student. As a college group, we have a mission statement which shows our key priorities and our shared values. I hope as we go through this presentation, you'll be able to see how this ethos translates into practice. There has never been a better time to be considering studying on one of our Access courses, which are very much rooted in the employment opportunities in the local community, as well as the national priorities for addressing the skills shortages. With the coronavirus pandemic generating a new respect and need for our scientists, NHS and social care workers and teachers, the opportunities are there for a career change into these all-important professions. Access courses are level 3 full-time courses which are taught on either 2 or 3 days a week, as well as needing 15 to 20 hours a week for independent study. They are extremely intense, but will give you the academic knowledge and study skills needed to progress on to higher education. Those of you who've looked at the university requirements already will be reassured to know that they're all worth 60 credits, 45 of them graded, and the courses are validated by Laser Learning Awards, one of the qualification agency's recognised providers. The courses that we offer are Combined Science, which is taught at our Windsor campus, Nursing and Health Professions, Social Work and Mental Health Professions, and Social Sciences and Education, which are all delivered at Langley. These courses have some similarities, but each is a unique programme tailored to a wide range of university courses and career options. On each programme, we have more units approved than we need to deliver, which allows us to respond flexibly to both student demand and the needs in the local community. In the 7 years that we have been running Access courses, we have evaluated and changed them to give the best possible experience to the students. Now on to some specific information about each of the 4 courses. The Combined Science course at Windsor has a strong focus on pure science and contains at least 30 graded credits in biology and chemistry to meet the entry requirements for a range of science options at university. It also contains an extended independent academic study unit, which allows for further research into a particular field of interest chosen by the student and helps develop university level research and writing skills. This course leads on to a wide range of science courses at university, and because the entry requirements for these are very high, we ask for students to have GCSE English, Maths and Science at level 5 or grade C and above before coming onto the Access programme, in order to give the best possible chance of progressing. Nursing and Health Professions course at Langley has a slightly different focus on health sciences. The course consists of a range of important core units, such as one on the NHS, and again, the extended independent academic study. All our courses at Langley contain units on mental health and equality and diversity, as an understanding of these topics is vital for all professions. In addition, our nursing course has 15 credits of anatomy and physiology, as well as neuroscience and nutrition, thus leading on to a wide range of university courses and health professions. The entry requirements for this course are Level 2 English and Maths, which could be GCSE or functional skills. 2 years ago, we updated our social work course to include a focus on mental health professions, following recommendations for improved access to services contained in the NHS Long-Term Plan 2019 to 2029. The course contains some of the same core units as the nursing course, but also gives a more in-depth introduction to psychology, mental health and social work, leading to a range of courses at university, including our foundation degree programme at Langley. The entry requirements are the same as for the nursing course. Finally, we have the Social Science and Education course, combining sociology and psychology with units such as child development and early socialisation. As with all the Langley courses, there continue to be the core units, including the EIAS, which allows for students to research a topic of personal interest in some depth. As well as a range of options for progression onto university, we have a foundation degree in primary education at Langley. The entry requirements for this course are Maths and English GCSE, and GCSE Science is a must for anyone who wants to get into primary teaching. All 4 courses also include careers information and UCAS preparation as part of their core programme. Why choose Windsor Forest Colleges Group? We're able to offer small supportive classes. Most groups set up their own WhatsApp group for peer support, and many students have referred to my other family, making good friends for life. We also offer exceptional tutor support. This has been recognised as exemplary by LASER, our awarding body. We also have a bank of excellent online resources which are available 24/7 to support your study. We were already delivering a third of the courses online before lockdown and are currently planning ways to extend that provision and include even more blended learning. We have additional study skills support, which is essential when it may be a long time since you've been studying and in a classroom. There is also additional advice and help with UCAS applications from our excellent careers team and some financial support available to help with travel and childcare costs. And finally, there is 24/7 mental health support through the online platform Big White Wall. Additionally, we have superb facilities to help you study, with a £700,000 upgrade of the HE facilities at Langley, giving spacious and well-resourced classrooms and a separate independent study area to use at any time. We have a lecture theatre to get you ready for this method of teaching at university, and science labs at Windsor for the all-important practical work. In addition, we have dedicated laptops for you to borrow when in college, and are starting a laptop leasing scheme ready for September 2020. So what next after your Access course? Well, since we started our Access programme in 2013, we have had well over 300 students progress on to study, both locally and further afield, at some of the best universities in the country. In addition, we have had students progressing on to our well-established HE programme at Langley. Fees and funding. If you already have a Level 3 qualification or are over 24, you may wish to take out an advanced learner loan to pay for your course. You will only start repaying this once you're earning above a certain threshold, which is currently £25,725 a year. If you take out a further student loan and complete a higher education course, your loan for the Access course gets wiped out. Further information about this can be found on the government website. In addition, in order to help with nurse recruitment in the current climate, the government have announced bursaries to help with university costs, and there are also bursaries for social workers to help with costs in the second and third year of university. I'd now like to introduce you to 4 of this year's students who, despite the coronavirus pandemic, have just successfully completed their courses. First up is Christina, who gave up a well-paid job to make a complete career change. She has studied combined science at Windsor and has enjoyed the flexibility offered by the course to plan her studying around her life. As Christina points out, access courses require a lot of dedication and long hours of study, but she will now be going on to study her dream course, a BSc in Biomedical Sciences. The majority of the students on the Nursing and Health Professions course do go on to nursing. However, our next student chose an alternative health profession. Here we have Tabitha, who has found that the course has given her the necessary skills and knowledge, as well as boosted her self-confidence. It has given her the academic skills to prepare her for studying occupational therapy at Brunel University as a stepping stone to a career helping individuals and the community. Thirdly, we have Natalie, who, having been a foster carer for a number of years, wanted to go further and become a children and families social worker. Natalie found the academic writing initially daunting, but with support from her tutors has developed the confidence as well as the high grades needed to progress on to University of West London as the next step to achieving her dream. And finally, we have Bilal, who wanted to become a primary teacher but lacked the qualifications and enthusiasm for studying. Bilal found that the course content, along with being in a class with a wide range of motivated adult learners, ignited his passion for learning, as well as confirming his passion for teaching. He now can't wait to start his primary education course at Reading in September. Here are a few other comments that this year's learners have fed back to us. As you can see, they can tell you about their experiences a lot more eloquently than I can. As well as the courses, studying at Windsor Forest Colleges Group brings plenty of other opportunities to be part of a thriving college and develop a wider range of skills and interests. So, to sum up our offer to you, we promise to help you keep safe, an especially important consideration as we emerge from lockdown. We're currently busy planning for the safe reopening of our campuses as soon as possible, and are taking into account the feedback received from students about their concerns. This has included putting in place hygiene and social distancing measures and making arrangements for new session times and smaller class sizes. We can also help you to make progress. The Access team consists of tutors who are highly qualified and knowledgeable in their field. We have developed the curriculum of each course and are currently adapting it further to take account of online delivery in the future. In addition, we have already helped many students, just like you, to achieve their dream of going on to university. And finally, we can help you to protect your future. Our achievement rates are consistently twice the national benchmark, demonstrating the stretch and challenge in the curriculum. Our students are highly satisfied with their experience, and many new students have enrolled because they've had the course recommended to them by others. We've adapted and improved our courses year on year to ensure that our students progress on to HE and employment. We've developed strong links with providers and admissions tutors. As a college, we have an Ofsted rating of good, but in addition, last year, LASER, the awarding body, graded our access course provision as exemplary in 7 out of 7 categories. Thank you very much for listening. We hope that you've gained the information you need to make a choice about studying with us, and are happy to answer any questions that you may now have.
Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, we have had a couple of come through. First one is actually, what age do you need to be to do an access course?
Okay, so you need to be 19. We're not able to take any students that are younger than 19. And we don't really have an upper age limit. However, because the point of an access course would be to go on to university, someone would need to think about continuing studying for 3 years and then going into a profession. But we have had students in their mid-50s doing access course, so anything between 19 and mid-50s really, and our students are very varied in their background and their ethnicity and the experiences that they bring to us.
Great, thank you, Leslie. Other question is, do you know the days the courses are that are running?
Okay, I'm going to hand over to John. Do you have any idea about the days for the science course at Windsor, John?
Yes, we are going to run on a 3-day schedule. It'll be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Lovely, thank you. At the moment, the courses at Langley, the timetable's not quite confirmed, but we think we're offering the nursing course on a Monday and Tuesday. Excuse me. But there may be an option for a different 2 days, which would probably be a Tuesday and a Thursday for one group. The social science course and the social work course will be on Tuesday and Thursday.
Perfect, thank you. Another one is, so there's actually been, someone's posted that they've seen some online access courses and just wanted to know, I guess, the advantages of doing like a face-to-face access course versus, say, one online.
I think that the big advantage of doing an access course at college is the tremendous amount of support that you will get from your lecturers, and also the expertise that all of the lecturers have. You know, they are all experts, highly qualified in their field, and it is a very diverse range of lecturers, so they complement each other in terms of their expertise. So they're able to provide a lot of explanation for the actual academic work, as well as a huge amount of support for individuals as learners. Again, I'd like to open that out to see whether Pam or John want to add anything to that answer.
I would also say that in class sessions we have extensive discussions and people learn a great deal from one another, from their peers on the course, because people have a variety of backgrounds. Some may be in forensic mental health, they could be working in an A&E department in a hospital, in a dementia unit, in residential care. So you get so much more if you are together for a time in college, you know, sharing that information.
I'd just like to reiterate that it's so important that the interaction with other students in the class, because of everyone's sort of varied background and coming at re-entering education from different sort of contexts. The other thing with sciences is that there are labs that are required to complete the units, and you'd have to have the facilities to be able to do that, and the college provides those.
I think the access course is so intense that it would be quite difficult to do it online just on your own. I'm not saying impossible, but you know, sometimes motivation can be waning a bit, and that's where our WhatsApp groups for peer support often come in. You know, when people are trying to work on their own at the weekend, there's always somebody, another student who can come in and offer some support to help them out. So I don't think you'd have anything like that same experience with an online course.
Thank you, thank you, Leslie. And there's one last question. Are there any specific requirements to start the course? For example, software or laptops? Does the college provide any of this?
So the college is looking at setting up a laptop leasing scheme, but we're not sure the details of that at the moment. But it would be very important for anyone starting the course to have their own laptop or internet access, you know, good internet access, because you will be needing to access resources from home and do a lot of work. So that would be an important thing. In terms of textbooks, we would be advising about any textbooks that you might want to buy at a later date when you start the courses. Again, if I open that out to my colleagues, John and Pam, to see whether there are other things that they want to add there. John, do you want to come in on the?
Okay, yeah, I would just, I'd just like to point out that when students enroll, because of the licensing agreement with the college, they're automatically entitled to Office 365, which is, as most people know, a very sort of powerful set of tools that allow us to do Word documents, spreadsheets, but more importantly, at this point, it gives you access to Microsoft Teams, which I met with my Access course. We finished the year basically online meeting with Microsoft Teams.
With regard to textbooks, then we've got an ebook scheme, so any textbooks deemed to be useful for any of our units, but particularly anatomy and physiology, then we're able to buy the licenses to have them online, so you're able to access that way.
Perfect, thank you. So that's the last for all the questions. I just want to say thank you all very much for joining us. If you have any questions, feel free to email admissions, which is I'll put in the chat channel for your reference. And we hope to see you in September. If you've, I'll stay online for the next 5 minutes if there's any last questions. But other than that, Leslie, Pam, or John, do you have anything you want to finish up?
Well, I was just going to say thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope that we've given you a good insight onto studying on the Access courses. And we, from the Access team, we look forward to welcoming you in September. And thank you again for listening.